Do you see how excited Manny Diaz is in this picture? That's how excited I am that we're having football this Thursday. It's going down, Miami versus UAB. Woo, I thought we wouldn't make it. I didn't know if we would make it, guys. Today, they released the depth chart for that game. We're going to talk about that in a little bit more. You're watching NMD TV Canes. Let's get it.
A special salute for the truth, Sean Taylor. See, everywhere I go, you know I rep that you. Orange and green from head to toe, that's you.
What's up, guys? Welcome to NMD TV Canes all day. If you're rocking with the you know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss out on a video. Let's dive right into this. The depth chart was released today, and I'm excited because it means we're one step closer to Miami Hurricanes football, to De'Aaron King, Quincy Roche, Rhett Lashley. I'm excited, man. I'm so excited for this season, and I hope our team lives up to what I know a lot of our fans think they can be. But the depth chart was released today, and I just want to go over that depth chart, give you my instant reaction, and just talk through it as I read through it, and then you guys can give me your reactions in the bottom, and y'all can also counter my reaction. Let me know what you think. Let's get going, starting at that quarterback position. We all knew De'Aaron King was going to be the starter at quarterback. I feel very comfortable with N'Kosi Perry being number 2. I think he can step in and do a great job. I think he's built for that. And I think next year he's going to be our starter. But just talking about this depth chart, I'm excited. N'Kosi number 2, De'Aaron King number 1. Number 3, Tyler Van Dyke. Number 4, Tate Martell. Actually, Tate Martell isn't even on the depth chart. And that's shocking to me, man. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, why is it shocking to you? You know, he hasn't played good ball. Well, it's shocking to me because I think about how we as a fan base, some of us went wild when Tate Martell came to Miami. I was one of them. I was excited that Tate Martell not only came to Miami, but he was granted eligibility and he was ready to play right away. Fast forward to the day, first game of the 2020 year, he's not even on the depth chart, you know. Crazy. A lot can change in a short amount of time. Looking at the running back position, you got Cameron Harris, number 1. Nobody doubted that. And then you got Don Chaney Jr. and Jalen Knighton, and they're under the or button. So I wonder who's going to get more carries. If I'm having to guess, I'm thinking it's going to be Rooster. That's the guy that everybody's talking about. That's the guy that they're writing the articles on. That's the guy who I thought was gonna be was gonna shock a lot of people. I don't know if it's shock when you look at what this kid has done in high school, and I know a lot of people have seen what he can do on tape, but it's amazing. But don't sleep on Don Chaney Jr. as well. But Robert Burns brings in that number 4 spot. I would like to keep Robert Burns on the team. I know there was talks about him may not even being on the team this year. I don't know where all that came from, but he's at number 4. But I think he could be our power back. You know, we know Cam can do it all. Robert Burns, I think he has a spot to whereas, you know, if we need one yard or so, or somebody goes down, you know, Robert Burns is that veteran guy. And I'm happy with our running backs. Wide receivers, D. Wiggins, Mark Pope, Mike Harley. We're used to these guys. I feel like we say it every year. Mark Pope, this is your year. Blase. Look, I just got to see it. Mike Harley, this is your year. Look, I just got to see it. I don't know. D. Wiggins showed some promise last year with De'Aaron King. I think he's going to do great things. But underneath him was Marshall Few. But let's be real. We know we got some goons. We know we got the Young Bucks. Xavier Restrepo. We got Jeremiah Payton, Michael Redding, Keyshawn Smith. We know we got those guys that if somebody goes down, I don't think we're going to be seeing a lot of Marshall. Just my opinion. What do I know? I'm just a guy on YouTube. Okay, next up, tight end position. We all know about that position. The offensive line. Now, this is how I think. Okay? And you can feel free to debate me on this, or a lot of people don't think how I think about the offensive. I think the offensive line is a position where it's tough to say this is the right left tackle, this is the right wrong tackle, unless there is a big talent gap. There's some players you see at the left or right tackle and you say, okay, this is your starter. You know, a Corey Gaynor at the center position, you know that is going to be your starter. Okay, we know that. I want to see week 7 what our offensive line looks like. Because let me tell you, the offensive line is a unit. It is you grow, you get better when you got the same guys, you know, playing, you get their tendencies down, and you work as a unit. I think if we get into musical chairs, taking the left tackle out, moving them to right tackle, doing that, and moving the pieces throughout the year, that's when we can see trouble. So I don't care who's starting right now. You know, the coaches are going to put who they think should start. I just hope that those guys can continue to improve, where I look at week 7, and long as there's no long as there's no injury, we got the same 5, and that same 5 has grown together, not individually, but as a unit. Because I think when you be a great offensive lines, they work as a unit, and they get better the more they play with each other. So pause. But you know what I'm saying, and that's what I think. Only surprises on defense is that middle linebacker, Bradley Jennings Jr. He's healthy. He's ready to go. I am excited about that. I'm excited about him and seeing what he can do. I know a lot of people expected Sam Brooks to be the starting linebacker somewhere, or maybe Zach McCloud at the middle linebacker, but you actually have Bradley Jennings Jr. as the middle linebacker, Zach McCloud as the weak side, and there you go. Cornerback position, we got Al Blades, we got DJ Ivy, no surprises there. Safety position, Gervin Hall, Bubba Bolden, Amari Carter. And you got to realize that they're going to switch those 3 guys out a lot. So a lot of these positions, they're interchangeable, but especially at the safety position, I don't know. I just remember last year, they rotated safeties. I felt like we rotated safeties more than anybody last year. But if you're asking me, I think Bubba Bolden is a guy who I want to see him play every snap, honestly. If I'm looking at our safeties, who I think is going to make the biggest jump and who can do amazing things. Not saying that the others can't, but if it's up to me, I think Bubba Bolden should play every snap at one of those safety positions. What do you guys think? That was my instant reaction to the depth chart dropping Miami versus UAB this Thursday. I'm out.